Building a time wealth business is not about getting rich. It's about creating a balance of time and money so you can get back to doing the things you love most, whether it be spending more time with your family, traveling, learning new skills, or whatever you want. So the real question is, how exactly do you go about creating a time wealth business? Well, that's what this channel is all about, and each episode will give you another piece of the puzzle. And as a thank you for tuning in, I've put together a special presentation entitled The 8 Steps to Build Your Time Wealth Business. You can get it for free at www.timewellthsecrets.com/8-steps-free. See you in there. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Time Wealth Secrets. I'm your host, Sam Fury. Made a lot of important decisions over the last couple of days regarding what to do with the separate businesses. Well, they're all really one business. They're not corporations. Should probably do that at some stage, but my accountant says it's not worth it because, whatever reasons, it doesn't matter. I finalized the Time Wealth Secrets course outline, like the shell of it. Of course, there's still a lot of work to do, but now it's gone from 8 steps to 14. But the 8 steps in the presentation, if you haven't seen it yet, like the free video presentation, it's still true. It's just that I've like split up those steps a bit more. And yeah, I've got a lot to do still. But that's it for now for me working on Time Wealth Secrets until I've sorted out the other businesses. So we've also decided for SF Nonfiction Books, it's going to be kind of like 2 separate things. One is a basic funnel for like the books, right? Because it's still SF Nonfiction Books. And it's like you get the book bundle. It's what it is at the moment. So you get a book bundle, is the entry product. And then it'll have an upsell, like an audio book probably, or a training schedule, depending on the type of book. And then from there, you can opt in to get the membership, which will be like $5 or $10 a month, and then you'll get access to all the Survival Fitness Plan books. And if you don't want that, then the downsell will be buy the rest of the books in the series or a bunch of related books. And then if you don't want that, or whether you say yes or no to that, whatever you choose, you get sent to a thank you page and then an offer wall. And so we've nearly finalized the process for that, of how to, but we're still waiting for the SF Nonfiction Books to be on. I'm worried about this guy now because he's like 2 to 3 weeks late. I don't know, maybe he just took my money and ran. I hope not. Not so much the money, although the money's important. I don't like getting ripped off, but more like the time that's been wasted, like 3 weeks that I could have like been doing it myself, and it would have been done by now. This one, I hope so. And then I've also decided that Time Wealth Secrets is not going to be like a massive business. It's going to be a time wealth business, right? But I've already got a few other products in mind for it that I can do, that I want to do. One of them is a social media marketing plan, like using what we use to distribute your a show wide. So like you make one, like this is how I do it. I make one like this, and then I make a little short one as well, just like a real quick 3 tips or whatever, and then that gets chopped up and delivered to like all the different platforms, is like as a podcast, and then it gets transcribed and it's like a blog and all this sort of stuff, right? So that's one. And another one is I've forgotten, but it doesn't matter. That'll be like way in the future anyway, so it will come when it comes. All right. And then for Survival Fitness Plan, that's what I'm going to work on. So the other stream of SF Nonfiction Books is to create a course, like a Time Wealth Secrets type course, of how to self-publish, like to target people that want to get self-published, because we've nailed a pretty good system, our workflows, and we can just teach that. Well, not we. Caro, because she'll handle that. I want her to be like, to just completely take over SF Nonfiction Books. So the first part is nearly done. The second part we haven't even started yet, but we've just had the idea. And the idea with that is that along with Survival Fitness Plan, which I'll want to concentrate on, will be we'll go through the ClickFunnels trilogy books, just step by step, and just follow it exactly to like blow up the businesses. And in the meantime, and then once we get to a stalling point there, like there's a point that you get to where everything's like, and then you just keep going, right? Then I'll come back to Time War Secrets, flesh it out, get some people to try it out, and then get that online, and that'll be this, and hopefully that'll help. So Time War Secrets not really to be a big business; it's more just to get how a method for people to be able to make a couple of $1,000 extra a month without kind of like basically residual income, right? Yeah. So that's it for what's been happening with Time War Secrets, but that's got nothing to do with today's episode. Today's episode is about, well, it doesn't have nothing to do with it. Every episode's about Time War Secrets. The 3 steps to getting a flood of buyers to your offer. All right, how do you get like a ton of traffic? But you want the right traffic. You want traffic that's interested in your offer, that's going to buy your offer, right? Because the best product in the world doesn't mean anything if the right people don't see it. So the first step is to identify your ideal customer. How do you do that? Well, you got to sit down and think, right? And then write out the characteristics, the type of people that are interested in your offer. In the ClickFunnels world, they call this your dream customer, right? So you basically just write out all the personality traits, what they do, where they go, all that sort of stuff. So you write out your ideal customer. You even go as far as going on Google, giving the person a name, then going on Google, typing in a name, and then the core characteristics, and then see what pictures come up, and then you get that picture, post it, and like stick it into your thing. And so once you know that your ideal customer, and do one male and one female, right? Unless you, for some reason, only want to focus on one of the sexes. But usually, I mean, unless it's a product specifically for men or specifically for women, you should probably focus on both sexes, right? And then target, and then so do one for each sex, and then yeah, so it's kind of like a dream board, but it's got your ideal customer on it, and yeah. So once you've got that, then you'll be able to easily find out where they hang out, and that's the second step, is to go where they hang out. So and in the internet world, I guess that means what Facebook groups they use, what forums they use, what podcasts they listen to, what emails they subscribe to, what influencers they follow on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all those things. What YouTube channels they watch, right? And then you'll list them all down, and then and identify the best ones that you want to target, right? So because instead of trying to gather them all yourself, like you can do that for sure, like just target them by interest. But there's people out there like Influence that have already gathered all these people, and they're right there, right? And then you can just target those to put your message in front of their audience, and it already gathers them. So you got to find out where they hang out. All right, so once you've done that, you've identified who you want to target, you've gone to where they hang out, you know where they are, where they're congregating, right? The last final step is to throw out hooks, throw out bait, throw out things that will capture their attention, so then you can drag them into your funnel to buy your offer, right? And that's basically it. Yeah. So the thing is that you got to be creative. So once you know your customer and where they hang out, once you've identified your ideal customer, you'll be able to produce things, produce bait, produce hooks specifically for them, so they're more likely to want it, right? And then where you're going to put those hooks? Well, so you can put them on Facebook, but because you've got this list of, maybe you can get a podcast interview with like a big podcaster in that area, or buy an ad, like get a shout out on Instagram from whoever, right? One of the influencers, all that sort of stuff. So you got to be creative to draw them into your funnel. All right, that is it for today, guys. Thanks for joining in, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Time Wealth Secrets. I hope you found some value in this episode. If you did, please like and share it so more people can discover it and learn how to build their own time wealth business. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can be notified as soon as the latest episodes are released. Finally, remember to claim your free presentation entitled The 8 Steps to Build Your Time Wealth Business. You can get it for free at www.timewealthsecrets.com/8-steps-free.